Hi, my name is Isai Chaidez. I have a master's degree in Ayurvedic Sciences. I've been studying Ayurveda for the last 6 years, and this is the story on how Ayurveda changed my life. This may be your first time ever hearing the term Ayurveda, so I'll share a general overview of what you need to know. Ayurveda is the science of life. It's a healing practice that originated in ancient India over 5,000 years ago. It deals with the sorrows, pains, and pleasures we all experience, and the knowledge contained within Ayurveda analyzes the nature, scope, and purpose of existence. It's a medical science that allows us to tap into the act of self-healing to maintain a balanced quality and longevity to life. Now, this description may already give you an idea of the potency and potential of Ayurveda, but I want to give you my experience. And to do that, I need to give you a little bit more context about myself. Like most post-high school graduates, I struggled to figure out what I wanted to study. But with a little time and soul searching, I landed on environmental sciences. I love life, the world, and the many people who inhabit it. So I put the weight of the world on my shoulders and I thought, I will save the world from ourselves. But over the next couple of years, I became increasingly depressed from being constantly exposed to the awful reality of how much damage has been caused to the planet, our own home. So with the help of some loved ones and the continuous search for an answer, I was shown the healing power of plants alongside the profound teachings of Ayurveda. And I knew that community is the secret that I was looking for. I know that if I can help one single person using all that I've learned, then that could be the way that we harmonize ourselves as individuals to then harmonize the world around us. But that doesn't really answer the question on how Ayurveda changed my life. So what actually changed? Well, to get you to connect with the profoundness of Ayurveda, let me ask you some questions. What do you think is the purpose of life? How do you deal with the pain and suffering that all people experience? Is there a connection between the foods you eat, your relationship with people, the work you do, and your mental health? What do you think it means to be considered a healthy person? Do you feel like a healthy person? Why or why not? Really take the time to answer these questions. I'd love to know what you think before I give you my answer, so leave your answers in the comments down below. If you have a specific faith or religion, you probably can tell me an answer for the purpose of life and how to deal with all the pain and suffering. But you may fall a little short when it comes to telling me how the foods I eat may affect my mental health. And if you study medicine, you could probably tell me how diet and lifestyle can affect my mental health, but may leave the more philosophical questions to philosophers. The beauty of Ayurveda is that it has an answer for all of these questions. And then it shows how all of those answers are deeply connected. It's super amazing, but let me explain. Ayurveda, being a part of Vedic literature, has its roots within the 6 philosophies of ancient India, and they're known as the Shaddarshan. A quote from my teacher, Dr. Lad, he says, all 6 systems lead to evolutionary fulfillment and self-realization. What these philosophies are fundamentally trying to do is alleviate pain and suffering, a common rallying point for all of them. They want to bring us to a cessation of pain and suffering, which is a way of looking at them in relation to Buddhism. Ayurveda defines life as the conjunction of body, mind, and spirit, found in cosmic consciousness and embracing all of creation. Ayurveda states that the purpose of life is to know or realize the Creator, both within and without, and to express this divinity in one's daily life. According to Ayurveda, every individual life is a microcosm of the cosmos. Or as my favorite astrophysicist likes to say,
we're made of star stuff. We are a way for the cosmos to know itself.
Although we hear the terms like creator, creation, and divinity, I don't want you to confuse that with orthodox, strict religious law to believe in gods or God. Ayurveda is a very spiritual, practical science, and by no means is it a religion that requires someone to have a specific faith or belief. Ayurveda simply strives to bring awareness to all aspects of life. If you choose to keep a Christian, Jewish, Muslim, Hindu, Islamic, or any other form of faith, belief, or viewpoint in life, Ayurveda encourages you to do so with the basic fundamental knowing that we are all an expression of the cosmos. Through this science of life, my empathetic nature became a gift rather than a curse. Instead of having to see myself as an emasculate, hypersensitive person, I see myself as having a heart that grants me the opportunity to connect with everybody and to understand their emotions and their experiences. At the root of all I have learned is that compassion is found within all teachings of Ayurveda. Compassion for myself and whatever state I'm in, compassion for others, however they're presenting themselves. And now don't get me wrong, I'm not a perfect person. One of my teachers used to say, it's not about if we go out of balance, it's about when we do. We do what we can to get ourselves back on track. And so I still struggle with anxiety about who knows what, and personal relationships have their struggles, lessons, and difficulties. And I can also crave the hell out of pizza and French fries. But instead of spiraling down the perpetual patterns of toxic behaviors and self-deprecation, or other ways of violently describing myself and other people, I can take responsibility for my actions. I can view myself as a human being with the potential to have change in my life. And so, speaking of change, how did Ayurveda change my life? Well, Ayurveda showed me how I can change my life. There are a lot of techniques and therapies that Ayurveda uses, but for a free tip, I suggest you start to look at the qualities within your own life. How do you feel when you wake up in the morning? What is the quality of the food you eat? What are the qualities of your relationships, the way that you talk to people? And don't really assess or analyze your answers, but just notice what comes to mind. All you're doing is bringing a little subtle awareness moment to moment in your everyday life. If you're interested in learning more about Ayurveda, I'll link a couple books, schools, and my blog in the description down below. I'm not affiliated with any of the schools, and I'm not aware of the curriculum that they're currently implementing, but they're just personalized recommendations. Subscribe for more content about Ayurveda, yoga, herbalism, and my personal self-discovery of health and well-being. You can follow me on Instagram, where I randomly, if ever, post any pictures. But I hope you and your loved ones have a wonderful day. Namaste. That felt pretty good.